everyone, Jamie here. Just getting started for my workout today. I have to do 2.5 miles, and let me check and see what the actual workout plan is. So it is a half easy, half tempo, and so I have to run 0.3 miles at a conversational pace, 0.6 miles at a slower pace, around the same, a little bit faster than the conversational, and then 1 mile at 12 minutes per mile, and then 0.6 at a conversational pace again as my cool down. So it's a pretty quick workout. I tried to do this on Tuesday, but I had kind of a rough night that night, just sleep-wise. Didn't sleep very well. And so I tried to do the workout, but I just was like, I don't even know, maybe even halfway through and actually quit. And so it's pretty rare when I do something like that, but I just wasn't into it and just could not motivate myself to do it. So I feel like I kind of look like a blueberry, and that's coming from the screen. So we'll have to see what we can do about that, and then there will be eventually a background, so you don't have to look at my messy garage. So I am training for the Bull City 5-mile race that's coming up in October, and then I have a 5K for the city of Raleigh that I'm doing, and then after that after Bull City I will probably start my half marathon training. And so this is going to be my journey to that half marathon. It's the Disney World Disney Princess half marathon. Really excited. I've done it before a couple of times. It's a really fun race. It's a very busy race. There's a lot of people, but it's so much fun. You get to run through the parks, and you can meet characters if you want to. I don't usually. I like to just run through. So that is what I'm ultimately training for, and it's been a while, a few years, about 5 years I think, since my last half marathon. My last half marathon was actually the 2019 Disney Princess half marathon, and so I have gone up and down with my running since then, and I'm just really trying to get back into it. I don't even want to say I'm getting back into it, because I do feel like I've been really consistent with running. I just haven't been progressing as much as I would like to for the number of miles. I think I still have it in my head about like how fast I was when I was in my 20s. That's just no longer the case. I'm actually about to hit 40, so I'll be 40 this year. And so I think that, I just wanted to document the process, and I feel like maybe I'm just not finding it, but I don't see a lot of running content out there for women my age. A lot of the people, at least that I follow, are much younger than me. And so I just figured that there's someone out there that can kind of relate to what I've been going through with my running journey, and even my weight, although this isn't really about like weight loss. I think if you ask most women, they don't feel comfortable in their own skin, and I am one of those women for sure. And so this is just my journey, getting into like a better headspace, and hopefully becoming a better runner and progressing in that. Not to say that I want to get back to like what I was, gosh, almost like 15 years ago, but I would just like to improve. And so I'm using the Runna app, RUNNA, not sponsored of course, but I use the Runna app for my training. I started it just a few months ago, and I'm really enjoying it. I like the different workouts that it gives you, and then I have a tread, and so I can do a lot of the like speed workouts and intervals workouts here, and it makes it a lot easier than going outside. I have a huge problem trying to pace myself. I did my long run, which was like 4.3 miles or something like that, last Sunday at the lake, and it was a really good run. Like, I really enjoyed the run, and I don't know, I felt good afterwards. During it, it was tough. There's a lot of hills over there, and not like huge hills, but just like pretty decent sized hills, and I was having a really hard time pacing myself. With this app, it has me running a lot slower than I would like normally try to run, but I do think that's a good thing to try and help build up my endurance and, you know, help me get faster. So I'm gonna trust the process and see what happens. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into my run. I'm gonna do some light stretching first, of course, and then I'll get into it and I'll check back in after my run. Talk to you then. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, so I'm actually still in my workout. I'm in the cool down. Normally I don't walk my cool downs, I run them. I have about 0.16 miles. My calves were really hurting me. They were really tight, and so after I finished my mile, I tried to do, you know, the cool down run, but they were just too tight. And so I really need to work on stretching and working out my calves as well, and strengthening them. So that's, you know, on the horizon. I do try to work out, do strength training a couple times a week. Haven't done any, no, that's not true. I got in like arm workout earlier this week. I have a tough time balancing running with leg workouts, just because right now, so before my schedule was running 3 days a week, and as I get closer to this race, the miles, you know, are getting higher and higher, and it would be like, the first run would be like over 3 miles, almost 4 miles, and then the second run would be like 4 miles, and then the third run would be like my long run and be, you know, over 4 miles, and I'm gonna be getting up to like 9.5 miles before this race, and so that's just a lot for me. And so I wanted to bring it down and see if I could get the miles to come down like during the week. It's really hard for me to get those kind of runs in, those length of runs in before work. I prefer to run in the morning. It's really hot here, and so I run in my garage because we have an AC unit in here, and so I'm gonna just pop on the AC. It cools it down a little bit, nothing crazy. I also have a fan, but for whatever reason it always needs to charge, so it like never is charged. I need to get a new one, but I just haven't yet. So I need to so now I'm running 4 days a week. However, I missed my first run this week. It's been a pretty wild week. It's like the first week of school getting back, and so it's just like everyone adjusting to that. I really need to work on going to bed earlier so I can get up earlier, so I can get my runs in before the kids go to school, or at least before they leave, because when they leave and they go out the garage, you know, it either lets out all the hot air or cool air, and in the winter I have a heater and it lets out all the cold air. And so it looks like I'm almost done with my 0.16 miles, and then once that's done, I'll kind of show you, let you know which runs I did. So today I ran in Kenya, and then I also ran in Tokyo. But yeah, they were really nice runs. The beach is like in Kenya, it looks like it has like a lot of like seaweed, or I don't know if it's seaweed, sargassum, I have no idea anything. I don't know anything really too much about Kenya. But and so the beach was like kind of covered in it, and so I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but when I'm running through like places like that where it's like maybe a trail or something like that, and just whatever's on the ground, like, it makes me nervous, even though, you know, of course I'm just running on the tread. When I'm running through the cities on here, it just, if they're too crowded, it drives me crazy. But otherwise, I really like the classes on here, the scenic routes. They're really beautiful runs. I like to try to find all the beach runs. I love running at the beach or by a lake, anywhere near water. I used to live in San Diego, and so I used to be able to run by the bay like every morning, and that was really beautiful, and I miss having that. We do have a lake here. Earlier when I was talking about my long run on Saturday, it was actually 5 miles. But yeah, so we have a lot of work to do in this garage. My hope was that, you know, we would be able to fix it up this coming winter. When I talked to my fiance about it, he wants to get it fixed up sooner than that. So I'm really excited for that. Hopefully we can get that going, but I still feel like it'll be winter. We have a couple of trips coming up. This weekend is Labor Day weekend. We'll be going to the beach. It's my dad's birthday, and so we're gonna go celebrate with him and watch some football. Go Gamecocks. So yeah, so I'm gonna go in. I need to stretch, of course, because obviously my calves are really tight, and I really have to take care of that. Drink a lot of water, probably drink some of my Vitalite as well. Tomorrow I have my long run. I'm gonna do it early just because we're going out of town, and then I'm gonna try to get in a third run for this week, technically on Sunday when we get back, but we'll see how that goes. I'm usually pretty tired. It's about a 3-hour drive, and it's gonna be a quick trip, so we'll see how that goes. If not, I'll just, you know, start fresh next week. Alright, hey y'all. It is Friday, August 30th, and I'm about to start my 5.5 mile long run. I'm doing it today because we're going out of town this weekend. It's my dad's birthday, so we're gonna go celebrate him and watch some football, and I'm really excited. First we gotta get through our 5.5 miles and then a day of work, and then we'll leave first thing in the morning tomorrow and go down to the beach. So I'm really excited to see my parents and really excited to get into this run today. So it's just a 5.5 mile, you know, conversational pace. So we're gonna take it really slow. It's gonna take a little while, so I will check back in with you when I am done. Okay, so I didn't get very far at all. My calves just feel like they're bricks, and so I really got to figure this out. I think it's from running at the lake, because I'm, you know, I'll run with like a 1.0 on the incline to try and make it like outdoors, but I don't know. My calves just feel like they're destroyed, which has happened in the past, and I've had to like tape them, and I probably should have taped them. So I am a little bummed because I was really hoping to get my long run in before the weekend, and so I just don't know what I'm gonna do now. Maybe, I don't know. I'll have to think about it and like come up with a plan. Maybe I just kind of attempt this week, next week, just do a do-over, and because I think, I mean, it'll still be okay. If I push it back, it will, oh, that lighting's actually better. Oh, okay. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just attempt this again next week, and make sure that I'm stretching and rolling out my calves and drinking lots of water and electrolytes, and see if I can't, help loosen them up. But that is where I'm at. Maybe I'll go do a strength workout since the run's not working out. Alright, I'll see y'all later.